hunky dolly by the Bari. I can admit I likes to party.
Hi you guys, and welcome back to the channel. I don't know if I'm gonna put the title of this in the video, but I'm quitting my job. Sorry, I just did my makeup and my lash glue isn't dry. I'm quitting my job for various reasons, and I kind of wanted to give you guys an update. I know I have been chunking out a bunch of Rae Dunn videos on my YouTube because that just gives me a sense of peace, honestly. I really haven't given you guys an actual life update. So, let me see if I can cover this up with a little eyeliner because it's bothering me. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to come here and sound like a crybaby because like every other year I'm making a YouTube video about my job, but it's literally like people don't leave jobs, they leave management. And I will 2000% agree with that till there's no more breath in my body. So I work at a bank and I am a teller. I'm a retail teller. I'm only there part-time. You guys know I could not do full-time with being a new mom. I want to say this happened back in, I may get the timeline mixed up, but maybe in October, November, early November. I came to work on a Monday and there were 4 tellers. I'm included in one of the teller positions. There are 4 tellers. Actually, 4 of us, 4 tellers, but one of the tellers was on vacation this week. So we came in and we found out that COVID had ran rapid. Pretty much 3 people that were helping us on desk side were out, including 2 members of management. We were just like nobody would tell us what was going on. They were just like, people are out, you know, you guys are gonna have to, you know, pretty much cope without these people. Nobody was telling us that it was COVID. Nobody was telling us that, you know, people had contracted COVID and that we needed to be careful. It was so top secret. That was the first thing that kind of annoyed us. The second thing was we were basically doing all of that work by ourselves. Again, we're tellers. We don't have management positions. We can't call people in and say, hey, we need you to come help us in this area. No, none of that. We were just kind of like, what do we do? No, nothing. Like no upper management called, emailed, text, nothing. Like nothing. We were literally there like, what are we doing? What do we do? We put our heads together. The 3 tellers, probably the least paid people in the corporation, had to come up with a strategy for almost 2 weeks. And so I said, well, there literally can't be one person here for lunch breaks. Like how would the center run if they had one teller? Now that I think back on it, that wasn't even my position, either of us. That wasn't even our positions to go, we need to figure this out. Like, we should have had somebody there going, we figured it out for you. I came in a few days on my off days. Again, I'm part-time. I'm not a full-time teller. Just to help the team out. So everybody gets back maybe like a week or 2 later. And so we're expecting people to go, oh my God, we appreciate, you know, you guys kind of stepping up and, you know, taking initiative and just being leaders. I know. We got none of that. We were just, everybody just came to work like it was nothing. Like, good morning, happy Monday. No thank yous, no we appreciate you, no we'll grant you a day off because you guys have been so exceptional and you went above it. Nothing. All of us after that, all of us tellers were kind of just like side-eyeing each other like, does anybody else feel weird? Does anybody else feel used? December rolls around, and if anybody knows me, you guys know that December is such a difficult month for me. December is the anniversary death of my mother. My mother passed away in 2019 on December 12th. And this year was the very first year I had to actually deal with it. So I was called into the office I want to say the end of November, because they were really big on customer service. They were just congratulating me on, you know, the hard work that I've done, the customer service, the surveys that I get in, my perfect track record, like just giving me all that kudos for being an outstanding employee. I mean, like, it was compliment after compliment. So before we left out of that meeting, I just told them, I said, you guys, December is coming up, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this is the very first time I'm experiencing this. My mother passed away last year in December, and I just need a little, like, just be easy with me, you know, give me a little time. Like, it's very difficult. I didn't even know how to explain how I felt. It's about to be real rough for me. Of course, they were like, of course, like, I appreciate you for telling me that. You know, of course, we're gonna accommodate you and, you know, try to help you out as much as we possibly can, because you do a lot for this company. Walked out of that meeting, I was like, oh my God, yes, I'm so confident. I feel like they have my back. We had a situation with the COVID scare, but this must be their way of redeeming everything. You guys, I told her I needed to schedule off for I want to say the 3rd week of December, and it was only 2 days. Now get this, it was a Friday and a Saturday, and I even emphasized, I say, look, I'll even come in Friday and work for like from 8 to 12, but I need to be off at 12, and then Saturday I needed to be off. Justin had planned this trip. He was taking me to Branson, Missouri, just to get my mind off of everything. So I was just like, oh my God, this is perfect. It's my way to relax. Manager was like, okay, yeah, sure, you can, you know, I'll grant you those days off. So she comes back a few days later and was like, I can't really grant you the day off that Saturday, but if you find somebody to cover your shift, no biggie, I'm all for it. Okay, I was a little, you know, I was a little bummed by it, but I was like, oh, fine, I'll just see if anybody can cover my shift. Literally walked out and I said, hey, another coworker, hey girl, do you mind working for me on this Saturday? And she was like, yeah, I don't care, I'll work for you. Boom, problem solved, right? No, I get called into the office and they go, we can't grant you any of those days. So at this point, I'm annoyed. I'm really, really annoyed, because I was just like, look, the hotel's booked, the rental car's booked. Like, I don't know what y'all are gonna do, but I won't be here for those 2 days. That's why I told you in advance, and that's why I got somebody to cover my shift. So I won't be here for those 2. I don't know what to tell you guys. They seemed annoyed, but I was equally annoyed with the situation, because I'm like, y'all were just out for 2 straight weeks with COVID with no help. We had no help here, none, no help. We were doing it on our own. And when I tell you almost 2 to 3 weeks in advance you have a problem with it, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. So Justin and I go to Branson. That's where he proposed to me. Y'all, I was on cloud 12. I know there's a cloud 9. I was on cloud 12. I got my mind off of my mother's anniversary death. Like that, like, y'all don't understand. That really sent me into a deep depression. And to top it off, like, I'm engaged. So I get back, and guess what happens? They write me up. They wrote me up. I said, and I even voiced this in the meeting. I said, I literally stepped in for my team when I didn't have to. I didn't have to come here on my days off. I could have let y'all figure that out. But I'm such a team player that I stepped in. And this is how y'all reward me. I signed that right up, and I instantly, as soon as I got home that day, you guys, I was just online looking for something. I was online looking for something. I just couldn't believe the nerve. The nerve. It was just a huge slap in the face. And I've been a manager before. I've been in a management position, and I know it can be tough. But certain employees, you just kind of go, no, I'm not going to do them like that. I'm not going to do them like that, because they do a lot for me. They didn't think about it like that. So I scored an interview with a new position that is more money, less work, and I don't have to be around management. The interview went great. I had the interview, today is Wednesday. I had the interview last Tuesday, and basically all I'm doing is waiting for like this background check to clear, and I'm out of there. I really wish I could be a fly on the wall when I send over that 2 weeks notice, because I know they're totally not expecting it. You show me you don't care, I show you I don't care. If anybody's watching this and you are in a position where you feel like you are being just abused and manipulated, this is your sign. This is definitely your sign. Get out of there. Get out of there. Hopefully I'll have a new start date. Like I said, today's Wednesday. Hopefully she'll call me today and I can slap that 2 weeks notice in by Friday, girl. And as a matter of fact, I won't be there Friday. I'm calling in Friday. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys a little quick update. Maybe I should do like a follow-up video. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, this is gonna be so interesting. Oh, we appreciate you. You're such an asset to the company. We appreciate y'all. Did me dirty. Y'all did me dirty for the anniversary death of my mother, and I will never forget that, ever. Hi you guys, we're back, and I don't even remember where I left off last time, but I know I was in this spot and my hair was really curly. So it's literally been about 3 weeks, and I'll give you the reason why. I finally got called back literally the week after the interview. I was offered the job. I accepted. Of course, for this type of work, I have to do a background check, so that could take a few days. So at this point, I'm just anxious. At this point, I'm just so freaking anxious. I'm like, perfect, let's send it over. Let's do this background check, girl. By the way, I had to do my brows with my eyeliner because Marley has been in my room and I don't know where my Morphe brow gel is. So girl, the week that she has to do the background check, the following week, we get hit by a storm. And I'm like, not no regular storm, not like a snowstorm that produces like half an inch of snow. Girl, Memphis got hit with so much snow, we didn't know how to react. Everything was shut down. Grocery stores were empty. I got stuck in the snow. Like, we don't know how. In the South, we do not know how to respond to weather like that. So everybody panicked. So the storm lasted from President's Day to Friday. It was a week-long disaster here in Memphis, Tennessee, and I hated every second of it. I was over the snow. She finally called me back, got everything cleared. You're good to go. Go ahead and put your 2 weeks notice in. I'm about to send you an email so you can finish your, on board or whatever. Let's get this ball rolling. I'm like, yes, girl. The next day, I put my 2 weeks in. That following day, which was a Friday, I get called into the office. So, these people are a trip. I'm in the office. We hate that we're gonna lose you. You are a great asset to our company, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I'm in the office with my manager and my supervisor. My manager, the branch manager, asked me, he's like, so where are you going? And I tell them where I'm going. Y'all, tell me why my supervisor bust out laughing. She goes, like, was this your way of trying to discourage me? Like, girl, you miserable here too. I was just kind of thrown off, but I didn't react until, honestly react until I looked back over at my manager, and he was like, he had a wave of embarrassment. Not the way you conduct yourself when someone is telling you they're about to leave the company. That is not the way you conduct yourself. Like, it was all over his face, and I was just like, In my mind, I was like, well, that's one of the reasons why I'm leaving. I guess it hit her afterwards because she's one of those people that reacts first and then tries to like deal with the consequences like right after it happens. It's weird. I have to tell you this funny story. When we had that snowstorm, they were asking us if we could either come into where we work or go to a location closest to us. I work about 45 to 50 minutes from where I live, and I was not traveling more than 10 minutes. I was like, I'm not comfortable. I'll go to the one down the street. The first day there, I worked with another part-timer, and we were just like, me and her were just having this conversation. We were both just sharing stories and just crazy interactions that we had. We were having a ball talking about everything we hated about this job. She asked me, she was like,
are you off this Saturday?
No, I work every Saturday. And I was like, are you off?
Yeah, I'm off this Saturday.
Oh, cool. You must have something, you know, planned or something.
No, I'm just scheduled off.
Oh, that must be nice. And I saw her go, what? I was like, yeah, I'm part-time. I work every Saturday. And she said,
why?
And I said, well, when I got the job, they told me that part-timers have to work every Saturday. And she chuckled. She was like, I was like, what, you don't work every Saturday? She was like,
no.
Y'all, this girl said,
my manager says, if I, a manager, don't work every Saturday, I'm not gonna make you work every Saturday.
Ashton Kutcher, I'm being punked. Where you at? So it's different in other places? I know. This is the confirmation I needed. So she was just like, wow, that's really shitty for, you know, your branch to make you work every Saturday like you don't have a life. And I was like, yeah, I do. I am so out of there. I'm out of there like booty hair. I cannot, like, I've just had so many different confirmations that this place is crap. I officially have 2 weeks. And I don't know if I'm gonna show up Saturday, so I just wanted to share that bit of information with you because she laughed at me when I told them where I was going, like that was going to discourage me. Also, by the way, when she came back, she kind of like walked up to my area because I'm pretty sure the manager grilled her about her behavior with me. She walked back over to my station and she was like, I was only laughing because that same place offered me a position too. No, they didn't. So you guys, I have officially clocked out. I'm no longer employed at my old job and I feel rejuvenated. I feel free. I'm not stressed. And it's an amazing day. So I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna celebrate. So it literally feels like a ton of bricks have been lifted off of my shoulders because I'm leaving in an extremely toxic environment. I'm gonna miss a few friends that I did have, but girl, I gotta get out of there. I'm sorry. Miss Mama's was not for me no more, so I feel good. I really feel good, and I really want somebody to take this as a sign if you are experiencing the same things. Feel like you're stuck, start now. Start now, get out. You'll thank yourself later.
Thank you.